to them. The All-Seeing Guys. The All-Seeing Guys.
With Greg and Joe.
Cowboys gone. I don't know why that was in my head then.
What was that song?
Where
Bon Jovi.
have all the cowboys gone? It wasn't the woman that sung the Dawson's Creek theme.
No.
Was it not her?
Now I know what that song is.
Yeah, it's now on the same page.
That is a car journey song that I remember.
It is a
from my
car.
child.
Exactly, yeah, it's a car journey song. Exactly.
Wasn't
What
it
it
like
is.
10,000 Maniacs or something like that?
Oh mate, fuck! The name doesn't seem to fit the song I'm thinking of.
That
But
is,
yeah,
that is immediately just dropped me into a Geezedropping that I heard when I was like 12 years old at like a family party, and like 10,000, like they were going through someone's CD collection, and they pulled it out and it was like the Unplugged album, and they just went, well, I don't see 10,000 Maniacs, I see 4 people.
you best return this CD
I
when
was
you
just
got it.
like, fair play, that's false advertisement.
Oh, that turns to HMV. There's only 4 maniacs on here. Hello, I'm Greg.
No, I'm Joe.
Welcome to the All Seeing Guys podcast.
We haven't said All Seeing Guys together in a while.
Yeah.
I think I just let you
We
do
used to like time it in, didn't we?
We used to be good at it.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
But now we never really know what's going to happen in the
Episode
intro.
1 through 6.
Yeah, we did them all in one sit.
Now I just see how quickly I can get sidetracked. Hello. Oh, that's a good point.
Yes, that reminds me of the Lionel Richie song, Hello. I saw a blind person today.
I did it. Well, he's probably blind now.
What, Lionel Richie?
No.
Oh, yeah, fuck. Yeah.
I saw apparently there was an acid attack today.
Yeah.
Someone got acid thrown in their face.
Near where you work, which is terrifying.
Yep. What a fucking world we live in, eh?
It is terrifying.
That's fucked, isn't it?
It's fucked. And
Like-
now it's becoming such a common weapon as well.
Do you remember? I must point out that this I haven't got official sources on this, but
Yeah.
like one security guard came and told me, who had found out from the other security guards, and yeah, all this fucking shit had gone on, and but like, do you remember when like what's that blonde girl who was like a victim
model?
of yeah
The one that now does TV presenting.
yeah, and she was like the first.
Celebrity
Sort of-
big story.
No, well, I wouldn't even say it was a celebrity. I think she was
now.
the first. Yeah, she is now. She was the first one to come out and say, yeah, my boyfriend threw acid in my face or plotted to do it and done it and stuff like that. And now it's like
Every other day.
every fucking month.
Yeah.
It's just become this thing.
You just throw acid in people's faces.
Yeah. How fucked is that?
It's really fucked up. And it's not like it is in Batman and Robin.
No, it's not even cool. It doesn't
Where
turn you into a supervillain.
the way they shitly make Two-Face in that film, where they throw the acid on him in court and he puts a bit of paper over his face
Yeah.
to block it. And the paper somehow protects his face in this perfect line.
There's
Really
two
annoyed
things
me.
that apparently acid does not dissolve: giant plastic tubes, giant plastic Jeffrey Dahmer like fucking containers, and paper.
And paper in the movie world.
Madness. That is a shitter, isn't it?
That is a shitter.
like they could have done Two-Face so much better in that film. Instead, everything was just quirky. You got fucking Jim Carrey in like a
Oh, that's forever. That's Batman
question
Forever.
mark.
Oh, it's the same way. It's Batman Forever, not Batman and Robin. It's Batman Forever, isn't it? That's what
Yeah.
I was wrong. You were right.
I don't know why they could have made the
really shit, 'cause
Riddler look so much better.
Because when he gets acid in his face in the court, for some reason, Batman's there giving evidence and like jumps up to try and stop it. Batman tried to
I
stop
don't
it.
think-
Batman doesn't go to court to give evidence.
I don't think you're allowed to wear a mask in court.
Batman doesn't go to court to give evidence. Oh, you're under oath, Batman. Who are you? Oh, but can I remind you, you are under oath, Batman.
Yeah.
You are in objection, overruled.
Just throws a smoke bomb. It's just like, where did he go?
Yeah, he's under
like,
the table.
oh,
There's nowhere to get out.
I'm still here. The security, the man that stopped me at the door. Sorry, What a waste of a smoke bomb.
This door was locked.
I want to see that. That's how George Bush. Remember that infamous like footage of George Bush where he's done like a conference or something, and he walks off and he pulls the door, pushes the door, he doesn't open, so he just stands there looking.
Waiting for someone to sort it
just
out
like,
for
can
him.
someone please come and help me? Stop looking stupid.
I'm a crazy old man. Someone help me, please open this door. I'm
I
trying to
wanna
run a
see-
country here.
I
want
want
to
to see
open
that.
doors.
That's how I want to see Batman like exit a room, just a smoke bomb, when you see him just like shaking this door furiously. It's like, come on, come on.
Damn it, where's my bat key? Opens every lock in the world. It's a push door. Oh, it's not even locked.
Sorry.
Sorry about that. It's been a long day. I was finding Two-Face at 4 in the morning. And I was banging Batgirl for some
Yeah,
reason.
what times do you think they have their fights? Well, because I don't think that shit's happening. I mean, sometimes it's happening at 9 in the evening.
In like the newer films, it's
Yeah.
always dark. I mean, there's only one like proper like big daylight scene in the Dark Knight, and it's when they're in the court and
Bad.
fucking
I
he's
don't-
like, I am the Batman.
I don't care who you are, man. Like, Batman, Tyler Durden. No one's having a fight at 4 in the morning. No one.
Oh, unless you're pissed in Kingston.
No, not even at 4, man. Everyone's not in the mood for a fight at 4 a.m. No way. It's light outside now. Like
Yeah,
at 4
in the
a.m.
summertime, yeah.
Mate,
That fuels you on, though.
no one's getting aggy at 4 a.m. I'm telling you, they'll get aggy at like 1, 2, but not 4.
Not 4.
No, they're wishing they were at home by then.
I certainly would be home by 4 o'clock now in the street fighting. We saw a fight in the street there recently, didn't we?
Fucking hell, that was a good segue. Well
Yeah,
done.
that's good. I missed an opportunity earlier, so I knew it would come back round again.
And the Oscar for best segue goes to.
Oh my god, here's some people to thank. Well, Joe. Yeah, we went out for dinner for our good friend Ed's birthday.
Yes, our
And we-
Swiss Army knife.
And it was early
turned
during the
ripe
day.
old-
We
oh,
weren't
mate.
late. It was like during the day.
Yeah, because I met you guys in the pub at like 6, 7.
Yeah.
And I mean, Kingston, it's like the Bentall Centre doesn't really shut till like 7 anyway
Yeah.
or whatever. So there were people around.
It
And
was
then-
a really sunny day.
Yeah, a really nice day. Starting to cool down a bit. And like we were walking through the high street and it seemed busy and there seemed to be like shouty people
There were a lot
around
of
already, weren't
crackheads
there?
around this particular
This
Saturday
particularly,
afternoon.
no, was it Saturday? No,
On the high
Friday.
street. It was a Friday. It was a Friday, yeah.
And
We passed a bunch
there was
outside
like
the shoe shop.
there was one crackhead having a go at a group of people,
Yeah.
and then a bit further down the road was another crackhead he was him and the guy he was fighting or was having an argument with had each other by the scruffs of their collars.
Yeah.
And the other guy was just going, "You won't fuck with me, man. I'm a gangster, man. I'm a fucking gangster, man." And then you just like 3 seconds later, you just had this slap and then a thud on the ground, and this fucking crackhead was all over him. Like,
Yeah, no, proper
absolutely,
fight,
mate.
man.
I seriously thought that crackhead was going to get a pasting.
Yeah.
I really did.
And they just started going all around the high. Everyone stopped and was looking.
Yeah,
Everyone stopped, and there was one
because there
guy.
was bottles involved.
There was
like
one
someone
guy
had,
sat,
like,
yeah, there was one guy sat there with his shirt off, just like on his phone. Eventually, he got up and tried to break it up, and it started again.
I couldn't quite tell whose friend he was.
No, nor could I. And they kept moving the bottle away, and someone called the police.
Yeah, because
And
the guy with his shirt off took a bottle away.
Yeah,
as well, because there was 2 empty bottles, and he took one of them away after the
now
first
there's
one
only one. You
smashed.
got to fight for it.
Yeah.
So we were watching. Everyone stopped to stare. I remember to Ed. I was like, "Which one
was
are you?"
so bizarre.
Which one are you, Ed? And we were pretending to play like
Yeah,
PlayStation, like watching
yeah.
them fight, like we were playing a beat 'em up. And then after a while, we're like, "Should we just move on?" And the crackhead walked off, telling everyone off for looking.
Yeah. He was just like, nah, it's fine. It's just like, it's clearly not.
It's clearly not.
It's
fine.
clearly not fine.
This has gone narrated sub. And and it was a violent eruption. And
It
we
was.
just stood there, watched for a bit, and decided, let's just go eat some food.
It was so odd because there was like 20 people watching.
Yeah.
Like not in a circle, like cheering them on, just like spread out around the high street.
Because they were moving around. The fight was moving a lot.
But like, I think everyone was just in awe.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Is this happening?"
Yeah.
Like
It's so early in the day. It was really early.
Everyone just seemed really confused that 2 guys were having a fucking ruck at like 7:30 in the evening in the middle of Kingston.
sunny Kingston, a busy, sunny, family-filled high street.
Oh dear.
And then the guy who called the police, we saw him hours later after we'd had dinner outside a pub with a police officer.
Wasn't it like 3 hours later? or
Yeah,
something?
giving his statement, which was like 3 pages long.
Oh mate.
Just
He went
like,
into
Jesus,
detail.
man, but he agreed,
I believe
called
it
the
was a
police.
Stella Artois bottle.
Can we get us to do a lineup of glass bottles? It's definitely number 4. Actually, can we turn number 4 to the side?
Yeah.
Can we lay him down back?
Could we open number 3?
Yes.
Could we empty number 3?
Can you move 5 and 7 closer together? Can that happen? Is that a thing?
I don't think you can have 7 in a lineup. I think it's 5 only.
Is it?
I don't know. It depends how big the room is.
I've never
Do
really
they still do lineups?
Oh, they must do.
I don't know. I feel like that's like a usual suspects thing.
Well, yeah, but they do it.
I know they do like mug shots and shit,
they
but
do it in Law and
lineups.
Order and shit. Well, then again, the Law and Orders I watch when I'm on holiday and usually very old.
Do you think just audition for a lineup?
Oh yeah, that'd be a good audition. I'd do that. Imagine if we were in a TV show that's just always in lineups. Whenever there was a lineup in any UK TV show, we were always in the lineup.
That'd be good, mate, yeah.
Even if like the suspect was,
It would be like-
was described as big, black, muscly, and bald, we're
We're still
in the
there.
lineup.
Yeah. It's like these guys again.
These guys again, like they get. Never been convicted.
It's
of any,
like that.
of any crime.
Never been convicted.
Never been convicted of any crime. They're
Never.
just they're just lineup enthusiasts.
Just line up enthusiasts.
Line up enthusiasts.
Greg Armstrong. 31.
31.
Lied about his age.
30. Yeah, it's like about his age.
I said I specifically told them I was 33.
I said like 30s. Yeah, we're getting hugely excited here. We saw
Yeah,
a big
fuck
fight.
it though,
It was
right?
awesome. We recently, of course, we haven't mentioned this yet. We're 10 minutes into the show. We didn't host the last episode.
What?
So we obviously didn't host the last episode of All Seeing Guys.
We hosted a episode.
We hosted a episode. Of
but
Open
not
the Powers.
particularly our own.
Well, not our own.
Yes,
no.
we the last episode, as you may have noticed, we swapped pods.
Yeah.
Great fun.
Yeah.
Copyright Davy and Den.
We swap pods.
We swapped pods. Yeah, we did an episode of Open All Powers.
Yes.
And in return, they did an episode of the All Seeing Guys.
And I thought they did a fantastic
You know what?
job.
They were so much funnier than us.
Oh yeah, there was so much. But that's All Seeing Guys. I mean, they can be funny. They're allowed to be. It's a funny show, I heard.
I think it's no, but I think when you, in that sense, I like to hope that Gaz and Sam like sat back, listened to their episode of Open All Powers that we did, and kind of just thought, oh yeah, they nailed it.
Yeah.
Like,
And
'cause
really, they're like, man, no one's funny as us on this.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, we'll get them on again when one of us is on holiday.
Yeah. Just starts putting a holiday request form. All right, well, I need to see if Joe's free before you go away.
Yeah, no, it was great fun. Actually, I really enjoyed myself.
Yeah, it was good fun. Yeah, they sounded great. I thought they did a great job doing All Seeing Guys. They did. Hearing them do our segments was ridiculous.
I'm still slightly angry about that emoji trailer. That is just a load of arse waiting to happen.
Joe, of course, gave they're very well worded reviews of films.
I'd be so furious if I was told to be positive about it. It's just like, no, this is like a ball bags.
Yeah. You did say ball. I played it to Lizzie. She was very happy with using the word ball bags.
Yeah, I've kind of stolen that from her a little bit.
She doesn't use it as much, but she started.
Nah,
to
she
now.
said it. She did it the other night.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, I can't remember why, but she was just like ball bags. I was like, safe.
Their Wankty Wank was fucking hilarious.
Oh god, yeah.
I was fucking crying.
How are we going to top that?
How are we going to top that and the spoon geese drop? I just don't even know how we can even. I just don't. I mean, luckily it was one of our episodes they said it on. So.
Oh my god, yeah, so good, so good, and the fucking review website, man.
Oh yeah.
That summer, mate, I had to stop. Because I was laughing so much. Kaz came out of her room and was just like, "What are you doing?" I was just like, "Oh man!" I had to explain the whole situation. I was like, "So there's this podcast, right? It's called Open All Powers. There's these two guys, Kaz and Sam."
Previously on Joe.
I had to go into the whole thing just to explain like what I was laughing at. But yeah, so good.
Well, yeah, the website they use the Nowhere Guide, but
Yeah.
spelled like no, N-O.
No.
K-N-K.
nowhere.
Yeah. But spelled as in like knowledge, like that no. Yeah, the website where you put your town in and it kind of brings up like almost like things people written about the town.
Yeah.
I did do it for Kingston. I've got it. There wasn't a huge amount on there.
I was slightly disappointed by the lack
There
of...
wasn't much on there for
the
Kingston,
lack
which was
of.
surprising. But we will get to that shortly. So before we go diving into Geezedropping... Nope, said that wrong. Before we go diving into the Nowhere list...
Before we go diving into Geezedropping, here's Geezedropping.
Before we do Geezedropping, here's Geezedropping.
That's the bee in the bonnet logo.
This is going
What we talking? 20
Guys
minutes
and
in.
Sam, are you guys free? You'd like to
Yeah.
come do this for us again?
So we're gonna just cut it here, and you just take off.
We'll just say, yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be great. Just take they just literally from like the next word, just carry on as if it's the same conversation.
Yeah.
before we go diving into the nowhere list of Kingston I found,
Yes.
let's hear snippets of overheard conversations.
Oh, yes.
By strangers.
I believe there's a term for that.
Overheard. Geezedropping!
Geezedropping. Having a listen.
So I was walking home from Ed's the other night.
Yes.
It was late. It was like 11:30, maybe 11 o'clock. It was fucking hot still. And I took a weirder route back. I was coming back from here from Ed's. I was coming back from here. And
when we last recorded.
yeah, I was coming back from here. And I walked to like up top of the hill. Instead of going down to Surbiton, I turned left and just cut all that out. Went down like that parade of shops and then turned off. And I was like much further to like where I wanted to be. So I cut out all of Surbiton.
Fair
Which
enough.
was a nice little move.
Yeah.
Very nice. Kept me safe, sort of.
So this is your sliding doors moment.
Yeah, it's my sliding doors.
If I hadn't taken this route, I wouldn't have heard this
I would
sweet
not-
ass
would
geese
not
drop.
have heard it. I was walking on quite a dark road. There was a couple in front of me who I thought were nervous about me walking behind them because they kept looking
Don't
back.
you hate that when
Yeah.
you see someone in front of you? Clearly, like their body language is
Yeah.
a bit off.
It happened last night. I was walking behind a woman, but I was walking like to my front door, and she was like just the start of the road, which is where she lived. Apparently, I saw, and she was walking in front of me, and I could tell she's kept looking back and like readjusting her bag, and I was like, I'm not going to hurt you. Like, I thought I crossed the road.
I'm not
in the
going to
end,
hurt you.
just
You know
so
what? If
she
you
didn't
carry
feel
on, I will
freaked out.
fucking hurt you.
I just crossed the road in the end. Anyway, I went sidetracked. I digress.
I need to also just interject with a quick story.
hello.
I once scared the shit out of a girl after jumping out of the bush after pissing. Like I was by Sunbury train station and I ducked in, and I was always weary of this sort of like little bit where I used to have a piss break.
Yeah.
Because
Press break from what?
from life.
Oh, right.
So like I'd be in this bush and I'd be able to like look out and see if people were walking by, because it's very much you walk out, you're on the road, and it's the road that is like a main exit for the station. So there's always people walking by. So I'm always very much like coherent about the fact that me just like jumping out of a bush is going to scare someone at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So like I finished up and I was just standing in this. I like put my dick away and shit, and I saw this person walk past, and I was just like, okay, cool. I'll give it like a little bit, and then just let them carry on. And then I was just like, okay, cool. Stepped out, girl, just right there. And she was just like, ah! And I was just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And she was like, you scared the fucking shit out of me. And I was just like, I'm sorry, I was having a piss. I'd usually have a little bit of a pause break. Like went into my whole routine again, just like with her. Just like,
like
I'm sorry, I usually just stay in there for a bit until everyone's walked past. Sounded really weird. And then oh God. And then I couldn't walk fast enough to get away from her, so we were walking side by side. Yeah, completely. I was just walking side by side, and I was just like, "Had a nice evening." No, I can't do it. Sorry, I'm gonna cross the road and just fucked off. Yeah, pretty embarrassing.
Well, I think I told this story. I pissed in a bush in a car park in Kingston. I got in this. It was right the other side of the car park as well. I had to venture to get there.
So when you saw the guys breaking into that car,
No, I wasn't
Different
pissing.
time,
I was just
different
sat, I
piss
was
break.
sat eating a kebab, and
different piss story.
I got into the bush and I had me piss, and I'm like, fucking, I pissed for ages, and I've been drinking. I was weeing for a long time. And I finished, and I turned to kind of crawl out, and I just saw these two girls next to me, just like, oh my God, and they both dropped their knickers and started pissing.
Yes.
And I'm just like, fuck.
Yes.
Shit. Like, what the fuck they're right by me. And I'm just like,
mate.
there's no way out.
Could they see you?
If they'd looked, they would have seen me, probably.
Because I would have just stayed there.
I did
just
stay
like,
there.
No,
I
I'm
did.
watching.
I'm
watching
I was,
this.
mate, I was looking like as far away from anywhere as I could, because I was like, "This is if one of them just turned slightly, they would have seen me."
Brilliant.
And I'm just like, I don't want them to look and my eyes to be fixed on their fucking pissing vaginas. So I just stayed there freaking out.
I would have just been.
Took 'em ages to
I
go.
bet. Wait, how much would they have seen of you? Full body or just
I
like
don't
your
know,
shoulders?
I was like I kind of crouched down a bit.
Because the less they can see of you, the creepier it is. So if you're just head and shoulders, you just be like, it's all right, I'm not looking at your
Just come
vaginas.
out, hello.
Yeah.
But then they like hung around for a bit afterwards, mate. The whole thing must have been about 5-6 minutes, and eventually they left, and I had to wait till they're completely out of sight before I emerged from the bush. Mate, that was a weird situation to be in. I could have been arrested then for fucking
You
just
could
being
have.
a perv. Mate, yeah, could have been fucked. Another thing I have to try and explain.
I'll do this podcast.
Anyway, massively sidetracked.
Good.
Geezedropping, I said, I was walking back from yours. I turned down this quite
you
dark
went the wrong
road,
way.
and I'm behind.
Heard a couple.
I'm behind this couple, and then I'm walking behind them, and then I see a few pissheads cross the road, like skaghead pissheads, kind of start walking out the darkness, and there's about 4 of them.
Not even the fun ones that might even give you a
like
beer.
skaghead ones. I'm like, oh, here we go. And they're all like, fucking me. And they walked past this couple, and one of them turned to them and was just like, excuse me, have you got the time? And I was like, that's a weird time.
He's asked the wrong question.
He's asked the wrong question there. And the guy was like, oh yeah, it's told him the time, like 11:30 or something. And he walked away from this guy, and I heard the cracker just go, oh, 11:30? I thought it was about 20 o'clock.
No one says that, ever.
No.
No one ever.
It was about 20 o'clock. You thought it was 8?
Oh, God, it's 20 past 23.
I thought it was 20 o'clock. I was like...
Oh, 14:07. At lunchtime.
Oh, time for... Almost time for my 20 o'clock. I can't wait. My 20 o'clock break.
Such a dick thing to say.
That's when I finished my crackhead duties.
I don't care how much crack you're on. That is not how you tell time.
And then they just walked off fine. They're still shouting at each other, but they were fine. That's how they talk, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, no, I see them walking down the street here.
Yeah.
They're just like they just, it's a hidden language.
Yeah.
It's just
rambling,
groany croaking.
And everyone's just like,
Yeah. Oh.
I'm breaking Geezedrop tradition a little bit, the next one.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I know, because it's not really something
We're going to get complaints.
It's not something I heard. It's actually something...
We're going to get complaints, Greg.
It's actually something I read.
How does that work?
I'll tell you.
Is this... Oh, wait, because there was definitely like a gossip mag at one point.
No, it's nothing like that.
I think... Because I realised this the other day. There was a gossip mag that had like a section which was... Like send us things you've overheard when out on a night or anything like that, or like things your boyfriend might have, just stupid shit.
Wow.
I can't remember what it was, so
Send them a letter.
But it wasn't Geezedropping, so
fuck you. There never will be Geezedropping either.
You know why? Because it's geezers.
So I was on the bus on my way to work, and there was this young school lad sat in front of me at the bus stop. On the bus, there was one seat in front of me, and he had in his hand this massive like A5 sheet of paper.
Just single sheet.
Yeah, we had.
Was it a map?
It had loads of photos stuck on it.
Oh, like a collage.
And writing, loads of writing.
No, it's probably like a school project.
To me, it kind of looked like, you know, if you'd leave school and they would sign your shirt.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like a paper version of that to me.
He was like, my mum doesn't want me to.
And it was around the end of. It was around. They're
all breaking up soon, aren't they?
So it kind of could be one of those. Anyway, his kid sat there. He's got it in front of me. His bit of paper. And I look over and I just see there's a picture, I think it's his mate, a picture of his mate at the top. Just a really close up picture of his face, like weirdly smiling with like headphones on. And next to it, you know, like big blue felt tip, it simply said, "Let the shat out of the shag."
What?
Let the shat out of the shag. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean?
Is that like a carpet reference or something?
I fucking don't know what the fuck it means. Must be some weird in-joke they have. Or
yeah, that's got to be.
Cool kids say we don't.
No, it's definitely not a cool kid thing. That is an in-joke.
Yeah, I know all the cool kid things. It definitely isn't a cool
That's
kid
the infuriating thing about in-jokes is they make other people look hilarious. And you're just like, oh, I don't understand.
Let the shat out of the shag. Sounds like getting shit yourself during sex. Like, just let it out.
I've not done that, to be honest.
No, I've not done that either. No, I've not.
No. I had to think about it.
No, I did have to think about it. I did.
Just going to quickly go through the archives.
Yeah. That didn't take long.
Nope. No. Search not found on that one, unfortunately.
No shit.
I had a good Geezedrop the other day.
Oh, yes, please proceed.
I was serving this couple at work, and she was putting her credit card in, and just out of nowhere, her boyfriend just goes, "What came first, the chicken or the egg?" And she just went,
"Your asshole."
Your mum.
Well, yeah, I was hoping it'd be your mum.
I had to turn around because I was laughing.
I was hoping it'd be your mum.
So good, man. I can't believe that's the first time I'd ever heard someone respond to that.
That was a really shit time
your
at school
mum?
when your mum jokes turned from being funny with friends and then became a school assembly. You have to stop saying it.
Yeah. There's the evolution of it. I remember the evolution because the whole thing started with
Did a mum start it?
Yeah. Your mum started
the wise. Fuck, I should have said that. Damn it.
This episode will be full of your mum comments. You have to drink every time.
Your mum started it. See, I can edit. I can edit the podcast.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you.
I won't do it.
You have to get my clearance on that
I'm
one.
just going to edit, so you'll listen back to it. Just be me saying it, and you'll be like,
I want you to not edit it. So just out of nowhere, it's just you just going, your mum started it. Just like you were late for it. It's like, oh wait. No, because the evolution it was always just like, your mum's like a so-and-so because this makes her sound slutty. That sort of scenario.
Yeah.
You know, it was just like...
There was more to it.
Yeah. It was just like... I even remember one of the ones that I still remember. It was just like, your mum's like a bowling ball. She gets picked up, fingered, rolled down the gutter, and she still comes back for more. And as that's a harsh thing to hear about your own mother, in all honesty.
I remember kind of it being a song at school, like from Madness, that instead of our house, it would be like, your mum in the middle of the street, your mum, like...
I like that. But now, your mum is just like, I don't know. It almost works in that someone
it's said aggressively.
But also someone can say something that may even just remotely sound like an innuendo, and you can just turn and just go, your mum, blah blah blah.
Well, I still have when I'd hang out with Rob and Tom Augustus. Rob, of course, he made the theme tune. When I'd hang out with them two when we were at school, I used to love it when Rob would make your mum jokes against Tom because they're brothers, they're the same mum. I fucking loved it. So fun. They were both doing it. It'd be fucking so funny.
Seeing related people do it is just kind of like, you're just like, do you understand the rules?
I think it's hilarious when related people do it. I think it's funny.
Has Lizzie ever your mummed you?
No. I don't think she has. No, I don't think Lizzie ever. I don't think she'll do in your mum.
I feel like Lizzie would your mum someone.
Like Lizzie's a lot older than us. She's not.
I just feel like Lizzie's the kind of person that would your mum someone.
Oh, maybe. I'm sure she has at some point. You'll be careful now with your mum jokes.
Isn't it such a ridiculous thing? Two simple words that can just create so much offence.
I remember the assembly at school, the teacher getting on stage and just being like, right, everyone, there's something I need to talk to you about. Something that's really... It's really like causing a lot of fights in the school. It needs to stop. And that one thing I don't like is she stops and she would just look around and she's like, your mum. And everyone was like, oh, your mum. She was like, no. You just couldn't really escape
That's
it.
That's a great joke though, isn't it? She was just like, it's your mum.
Yeah, she actually gets up there to do your mum joke. She's like, boom, fuck you kids.
The first time I ever saw it actually wasn't in school. It was my dad had this VHS cassette of a tour that Paul... Oh, no, was it David... No, it was this guy called Paul Newman and David Baddiel.
Oh, yeah.
And they would tour together. They did some stuff together, but it was... The tour was basically David Baddiel's hour-long, whatever.
Oh, right.
Maybe some sketches or other characters they've done in the middle. Paul Newman's hour-long thing, and then all kind of split up. But they did this one thing called History of Today, and it was them both dressed as like really old blokes, like they were on some sort of history talk show.
Yeah. And
they sort of sat down and stuff, and it's just like, good evening, you are joining me here with Sir blah 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 of the Historian Society. And it's just like they would sit down and David Baddiel will say the topic, and it's just like, what do you think of the economics as of the late blah blah blah. And then the other guy would just go, see that. So like, it just goes, you see like some gob on the floor. That's your swimming pool, that is. And then from there, it would then just go to, that's your mum.
Yeah.
And that's like early 90s.
Yeah.
So from there, like me and my sister would laugh ourselves stupid at that. She had like the VHS, and I think someone burned it onto DVD for me.
Oh, wow.
So I've still got that somewhere. But it's so good. It's so funny. History of Today. Just type that in on YouTube, anyone. I'll post a link on the page after we go put this out.
Yeah, we go.
Sorted. Done.
Oh, that's very good.
That's great.
I have another Geezedropping.
Oh, go on then.
Yes, I have another Geezedropping. This was from, actually happened recently, so a couple of days ago at the time of recording this. On Saturday, I met young Jack Wepper. I met young
Jack Weapon.
That's a cool fucking name. I met young Jack Webber in Kingston for his birthday, the Wolf of Kingston, as he's now been dubbed by Open All Powers.
I do feel the need to apologise for not being present for Jack's for birthday, even though I said it would come out and I didn't.
The listeners all knew that, yes, because Jack had contacted all of them.
It's fine, I wasn't dead.
He said that's his hot desk on Open All Powers this week. Well,
yeah, I just felt like shit, so I didn't come out. I didn't tell anyone. I just stayed in bed. No big deal.
We sent a search party. We couldn't find him. But there was police.
Didn't check
doesn't
my
know.
house.
He could hear helicopters. Had no idea what
Organised a
was
search party. Didn't check my house.
Mikey's dropping. So I met Jack. We met at a pub in Kingston. It wasn't the Fighting Cocks. We're sat in.
You nearly said it as well. Then why didn't you mention it?
I don't know why I didn't say it. I wanted to say it.
A pub in Kingston.
It was in the Druid's
Head.
It was in the Druid's Head. I don't know why I didn't go to say it. It was in the Druid's Head.
I have previously discussed some of the things that I've
It's
overheard.
true. You have actually.
In the Druid's Head.
You have, it's true.
It's a gold mine
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Geezedropping.
You had the woman that played the song for the Dead Son there, didn't you? Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So I sit down and Adam's there, who works at the Fighting Cocks. We're sat at the table, and me, Jack, and Adam, and we're having a Jameson's ginger ale, which I later did actually eventually tell Jack was ginger beer. It was a tough drink. It happened twice that night.
It's not good. It's not a good mix. It's not a good mix.
Twice that night in two different pubs, I was given ginger ale and ginger beer. Ginger ale and ginger beer. Jameson's and ginger beer, not Jameson's ginger ale.
Yeah.
It's not good.
So you ordered a Jameson ginger ale and you got a Jameson's ginger beer.
That's it. Twice.
That was a lot of slurring.
It's not nice.
No, it's not. It's a horrible mix.
Anyway, we're sat at this table, and we're chatting amongst ourselves, and there's this couple behind us, and they're fucking shouting at each other. Like, she's fucking drunk, she's crying. He's like, "You're fucking."
What time's this?
It's like 5:30.
Fucking hell.
And he's like, "You're a fucking embarrassment. You're a fucking embarrassment." And she's like, yeah, you are.
What, mocking him?
Like, I don't know what the fuck she was saying. Anyway, the story went, he had pulled something out of her bag and her earring that was in there flew off and she was crying she couldn't find her earring. And she's coming to our table going, "My earring has been here, my boyfriend threw it." And he's like, "You're a fucking embarrassment. I'm fucking going. And he would fuck off. And then he would come back
Went
with
to the toilet.
And then he would come back with a round of drinks for them. Like, I was like, but she doesn't need any fucking more, mate. She's under our table. Like, she's literally under a table looking for this earring. Fuck.
In the wrong places.
And she looks up at Adam. She's
What,
like,
under the table?
Yeah, from under the table. She looks at Adam and she's like, "Is your name David?"
That's like porn.
It was like porn. And he was like, "No, it's not David. You look like a David." He's like, "No, it's Adam." "Oh, you look like a David." And then she carries on looking. And she looks up again. He goes, "David, why are your legs so white?" He's like, "Have you never been in the sun before?"
Leave him alone, he's Irish.
That's what I said. And she just wouldn't leave. She kept fucking around this. And then the boyfriend comes back and she goes, sits with him. And they're out arguing again. And he's like, "You're a fucking embarrassment." So we kept saying, "You're a fucking embarrassment." And then she eventually snapped and was just like, "Your sister's got a big purple nose." Like, no fucking idea where that came from.
Out of nowhere.
I don't appreciate her shouting at me at 9:30 in the morning. I don't appreciate her big purple nose in my face.
Out of nowhere.
And yeah, she kept coming back to our table asking ridiculous questions.
No, that's
crazy, right?
That's when you're in an argument and you have nothing to fall back on, so you just start getting malicious.
Jack found the earring.
Oh God!
But okay, she was very happy. "Oh, thank you so much. At least someone's looking," to the boyfriend. And then but the back wasn't on it. The clip bit, the butterfly clip wasn't on it. Fuck me, man. Back under the table she is, asking us to look. "Why aren't you looking?" And then she
grow
fucks
weary
off.
of your shit.
And then she comes back and it's like, "Have you found it yet?" "No." "Oh, you're rubbish. Why haven't you found it yet?" It's like turning a bit, and I'm like, "Oh, fuck's sake!" Crying. She has to meet the girls in the morning. Eventually,
I know it's all playful and stuff, but when I'm helping somebody, they just say you're rubbish. I just feel like I will fuck you.
oh yeah, we stopped looking.
It's just like ugh.
We stopped looking. She's under
It's
our
like,
table again.
guys, it's under my foot.
Adam went inside. Jack, for some reason, Adam and Jack left the table, but weren't leaving. So I was like, "Okay, I'll sit here." Like, and the boyfriend went in, and she was.
Well, they went to get drinks.
I don't know what they did, and I don't think they did. And he, I think they went to the toilet, and he was just.
They went to cross swords.
Swords. Just lay wait.
Cross streams.
I'm fucking sat there. The boyfriend's there, it's just me and the girlfriend, and she's at the table. She looks over at me, and it's just like, "Have you found it yet?" I'm like, "No, I haven't found it." Like, she's like,
stop
"I don't
looking,
know
you
what
stupid
to do.
cunt."
I don't know if to get a new one or if you'll buy me another one." And she's looking, and I'm just pretending to look under the table. Boyfriend comes back, sits down at the other table. She's like, "Oh, here he is. Hey, my boyfriend is not even helping me look. This young man's helping me look. He's helping me look.
God.
And my boyfriend's not looking. And she looked at me and was like, look at him. Look at my boyfriend. So I looked up at her boyfriend and he was looking back at me and he literally just went, what the fuck are you looking at? And I was just like, oh man, it's time.
Boyfriend.
It's time to go.
Yeah.
Like, guys came back. I was like,
Fucking hell, man.
we're just leaving. Like, this is ridiculous.
Probably best we just go.
This is ridiculous. We're just leaving. This is what we do. We can't believe we sat there for so long. I can't believe we sat there for so long. They endured all this for like 15 minutes.
It's like a open theatre.
It was a bit. I think it might be like a setup, but it wasn't.
Is this a ruse?
We were telling somebody about it in the pub later on, and they were just like, "Oh, was she like in a blue dress?" I was like, "Yeah." Oh, like short blonde hair. I was like, "Yeah, boyfriend, bald guy. Yeah, that is them." Oh, yeah. She's currently stood outside the Weatherspoon screaming and crying in the street. They're just like, "Oh, fuck, damn." I hope they had a wonderful night. I hope she had a wonderful night,
worse.
and I hope she found some replacement earrings to wear when she was meeting the girls at 10:30 the next morning.
Oh, that ain't happening. Where are they going?
No idea. I didn't ask questions. I don't want to know any more than the information being given to me.
Yeah, no, fair play.
You know,
fucking silly piss.
No point did any of us ask her a single question.
Nah.
About her name, nothing. We were not engaging in any open conversation. We were just not kind of loosely responding to hers.
You know what? I interacting with drunk strangers is fine when you're drunk.
Yeah.
But when you're stone cold sober,
it's not.
Just so awkward.
And long.
Yeah.
It's a long old process.
Yeah, you really go somewhere with it, don't you?
And you should really just walk away, but you're just like, fuck, I've got to deal with this drunk person now.
Yeah.
Who's chatting shit at me. Especially if they've got their arm around you.
No, I don't like the touching.
Don't like it. They put their arm around me and hold me there. And I've been held while they talk at me.
I remember like having to I was getting up early for work. It was like, I don't know, fucking...
I need to know the time for the listeners, please, Joe.
Oh, I don't know, 7:02 maybe?
7:02, okay, we'll check that. Carry on.
This is back in the winter time. I had to like walk to the bus stop
Hard.
to get the
7:02 is a tough get up in the winter.
One of two buses. And I was at the bus stop and there was this guy there. It was Sunday morning as well, and there was this guy there all over the place pissing at the bus stop,
fucking A.
just openly.
Yeah.
And I was like, fucking great. Like, and I was just like, get there. Bus is like 6 minutes, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, just put your headphones on and pretend like you're listening to music.
I do that.
And I had like half a cigarette on the go. Cut that. That was so suspect. I had a cigarette.
I had half a smack on the go.
Had half a syringe in me.
Half a dickhead in my mouth.
No, and this guy is just like, oh mate, mate. And I was just like, yeah. And he's just like, can I have some of that spliff? I was just like, cigarette. And he's just like, oh, go on, mate.
Radio edit.
You got to help me on this one, mate. My Oyster card. What bus you getting? I was like, the 85. And he's like, oh, I'm getting the K3. Can you, when it gets here, can you bump me with your Oyster card? And I turned around to him. I just went, oh, fuck off, mate. I'm going to work. Like, and then he was like, you know what? I am sorry. I am so sorry. I'm really fucked. And I was just like, God, how long have you been in the streets?
Yeah.
Like,
how long have you been at this bus stop urinating? Was he there when you got back from work?
Nah, not at all. No, he was long gone. I did look though.
Same guy. All right, mate.
Another early morning in Kingston. I think I'd stayed at a girl's house and I was.
Ooh, la la.
Yeah, and I was. She had to go to work early, so I walked with her into Kingston. And
Nice of you.
I was at the bus stop to go back home before I lived in Kingston. And I was stood at the bus stop, and it was, I don't know, 7 o'clock again, roughly 7:30, and I'm waiting there for the bus, and then just this guy just turns up at the bus stop just wearing a hospital gown. like looking worse for wear, looking like he's just been brought back to life. Big old like dude, bald head, like, and he's got no shoes on. And he's just in this hospital gown, like, and I'm like, it was done up and everything, so he wasn't like walking around with his fucking arse crack hanging out and shit. But fuck me, like, what the shit happened to him?
Did you say anything?
Nah.
What was he waiting? He
was waiting for a bus.
How was he going to get on it?
I do not know, but he was waiting for it.
Didn't get on your bus then?
No,
that'd be fucking awesome.
Mate, I tell you what,
probably like Alzheimer's or something.
I would have stayed on that fucking bus with him.
Probably just walked out the hospital.
No, he seemed all right and coherent and stuff. He wasn't.
It comes in waves, doesn't it?
He wasn't. He didn't seem to be like asking people for money or like.
No one else said anything to him.
Mate, too good. One of the craziest things I've seen.
I really hope he made it home wherever he wanted to get to. I really hope they didn't catch him.
I mean, I reckon that's a passed out in the street, took in the hospital, and he woke up and was like, "Fuck this."
Yeah, where am I?
I can't afford this.
This isn't my bed. I'm getting well out of here.
This is not my beautiful wife.
My beautiful wife. This is a Nigerian nurse. I heard my dad saying when my mum was in hospital and he was there, and he said there was this Nigerian nurse there. She was really nice and really friendly. And he said he got in the lift one day and there was this guy in there like proper hitting on her, like on the nurse. And he was just saying, "I'll take you away from all this. You don't have to do this work anymore. I'll take you away from it. I've got money. I can look after you. Oh, I'll take you to Nigeria." And she turned around and was like, "Nigeria? I spent my whole life trying to get out of Nigeria. You want to take me back?"
Yes. What a don.
Told, mate.
Love it.
Fucking hostel is not a place to be hitting on nurses.
I'll take you to Nigeria.
It is a place to be hitting on nurses because that's where the nurses
It's
are.
like that's not something you say to people. I'll take you to
I know.
Nigeria.
And you obviously just thought maybe that would work with her because she was black, and he was like, "Oh,
That's gonna be the next Tinder message I send girls when I match up with them. Want to go to Nigeria?
what if they're like, yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'll be like, oh shit.
Be my lifelong dream.
Oh, okay.
Great, send me a postcard."
All right. Well, now you've got a plan.
No, you're more quick than I am.
Thank me later.
So, going back to what we mentioned earlier from the Open All Powers podcast, the Nowhere Guide.
Oh man,
I picked up from said website.
You found some Kingston stuff.
Yes, not much. This is their little guide. It wasn't.
What about the surrounding areas? Did you try Surbiton?
Yeah. Surbiton gets mentioned in this.
Okay.
But a lot of it was in Malden, but not like in.
What about Tolworth?
I didn't see much about Tolworth.
That's surprising.
There wasn't even much there as a whole, but a conversation popped up. One of the posts I did find popped back to our 55 episode, our 2-year one, when we talked about Buskers in Kingston.
Oh, yeah.
And it kind of covers that. It kind of covers Buskers and Oddballs. And the best thing is, I think it's quite dated. From the people I'm reading in here, it sounds quite dated, which is good.
What, just with like the language they use?
No, not dated, not ye old English. But like, like Buskers from back in the day that we
This
would
man
remember.
plays the mandolin.
Yeah. But like people... but a puppet show, for God.
Simpler times.
So this might kick up.
Now you've got
some
like
memories.
fucking dudes beatboxing in the fucking high
You've
street.
got all sorts going on out there, mate. I tried to find more interesting stuff on busking, but there wasn't much to find. I found a lot of very
Tough subject,
serious
mate.
websites.
No one's going on Mastermind with their specialised subject of busking.
They should.
I don't think they'd be able to cover I don't think they'd be able to cover half-hour show.
They just asked about like the areas, because all the websites find like most popular busker spots or the best busker spots in the world. And
There should be a busking festival. Why isn't there that?
There is. Actually, funny you say that. It's today in Kingston.
What?
Yeah, when I was looking up, it was called Busker something. Useful, I can't remember the name. And it was in Kingston. And there's one every year.
What
apparently.
about Busk Your Guts?
There's one every year, and it was in Kingston from like
Well, fuck me, I had no idea.
10 a.m. to 8 p.m. tonight.
Oof.
Weird though. It's weird I
missed that,
found
haven't
that,
we?
and that was today.
Yeah.
9th of July. Yeah, today.
Fucking hell.
So, the post I found on the Nowhere Guide, that's somebody put about. Now, Nowhere Guide, people can. I think they can just write whatever they want.
Yeah, it's just their
So
opinion of a
you do
particular
get
place.
some weird language. But yeah, so this post
Is that a regional thing, or is that...
This post was called Buskers, Street Entertainers. And the first post, I don't know if this is all the same person, or I think it's a combination of people's posts, just putting bullet points.
Oh, okay.
So I think this is basically just a this is all the posts people have written underneath the subject, Buskers and Street Entertainers, as a list.
Yeah.
This is the list. The black guy, dressed in a cycling helmet and pads near Argos. The incredibly rude 30-year-old kids that work in computer exchange. I bet they love BMX and comics. They dream of being kids in America in the 70s, I think. The A-Team is not cool, nor your T-shirts. But that is literally that is like the first post.
That's great.
So instantly he's covering Moses. And then straight away ripping on the staff in a computer exchange.
Yes.
Like straight fucking in there.
Love it.
And we also have here The annoying big issue woman outside Waitrose, sometimes Sainsbury's, in Surbiton. I know exactly what the fuck she means. She thinks
She's still there now.
because I walk past there for like every day for like 6 years going to work, 7 years going to work. She doesn't really ask me anymore. She knows,
Having the
she knows
time.
it's never going to happen. She very rarely asks me. I haven't asked in a long time. She knows. She's like, okay, fuck it, leave him alone. By Marks and Sparks, there was some kind of entertainer that had a huge crowd around. But if you're lucky, when I went off, got free hair stuff. Masses are massive of free stuff. My spelling is crap, as you may have noticed.
As you may have noticed.
As I've noticed. Fuck, man. I have not read all these. Like, that was actually a tough read. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And
as you went along, you were getting slower because you weren't understanding what you were saying.
yeah, and then but then I'm so glad at the end it was like, my spelling is crap, as you may have. I'm like, oh, okay, thank fuck. This one we definitely discussed. This guy's comment here.
Yeah.
Apparently, some guy set fire to the black midget street entertainer and threw him off a bridge.
The many conspiracies of the actually not dead midget.
Wee man.
Oh man, I remember hearing he got found like upside down in a bin.
I heard he was put in a hodl bag and thrown off a bridge with rocks in it.
I heard he was thrown in a duffel bag and thrown in the river.
And you see, yeah. You said you saw him alive, didn't you? Actually, the 2 episodes, you said you saw him alive.
Yeah, I was freaked out that day. I've got Feltham.
On the high street, on the high street to the Bentals, there is an amusing, juggling, singing midget. They mentioned the little black dwarf again. Wee man, he's brilliant. A little 3-foot black guy who does stunts like kicking himself in the head and other things. Worth a watch, or maybe that's not the same guy. He never kicked himself in the head, did he?
Yeah, he totally kicked himself in the head. Too many times.
Oh, this guy's a bit more. Friendly about the same Busker. Little piece, a bit more PC. The African little person outside Oasis near Bental Centre rarely does much apart from stand there while shoppers stare, waiting for something to happen. But I saw him dancing the other day to a sexy song. What the fuck? He was slightly bent over and rolling his neck. Hilarious. Wow, this guy got well into that.
Fucking A.
What a wow. I love a lot of these about the little black fucking spinning wheel eye guy. That's what
he does. Yeah, he used to also do a handstand and the wheel would be spinning on his toe.
So he span a wheel, basically, is what he did. He's really sticking out in these ones. Oh, Moses is up. Oh, Moses. Someone's burning Moses here.
Oh, really?
Moses. A complete twat that everybody laughs at. Although apparently he's got a very dangerous brother. One of the many
mysteries of Moses.
I posted a picture of Moses on the Facebook page recently.
Yeah.
And it had more likes and comments and views than anything I think we've ever posted on the Seeing Guys page. I looked at it and it was like seen by like 1,700 people. I was like, Jesus,
mate. I think we should change the title of our actual Facebook page to like just like what's new Kingston, so like loads of people join it, and then we're just like, yeah, we were lying, this is the All Seeing Guys, listen to our podcast.
Oh, we do a Kingston based podcast. Wow, went in on Moses.
That's a shame. That's a real shame.
Panpipe guys, remember them?
Yes, they're still around every now and again.
Yeah, occasionally. Big tissue men. A guy with no legs, an old pedo type down by Andres of Kingston, hair and beauty, Richmond Road. Okay, so I know where he means. It was...
Wait, did he just call the guy a pedo?
Yeah.
Yeah. He would just, what does he have, like a I am a pedo
the big
t-shirt
tissue
on?
Man. A guy with no legs, an old pedo type.
Damn, dude.
You should... The sexy men in the Mediterranean who come out on fag breaks, talk to you and invite their 40-year-old mates to join you both.
Nah, I'm all right, mate. Honestly, I'm totally fine. Please don't come and sit next to me.
That's weird. I can think of 2 people in Kingston. 1, Moses, the black dude who dresses up in the top hat and tails and hangs around Kingston.
But
Asda bag lady, the old woman in the purple jacket who wanders around Kingston with an Asda shopping bag containing God knows what. One time she walked into the middle of the road outside Virgin Megastore in Kingston and started swinging the bag between her legs.
What?
I think I remember that woman.
People are so insane.
I think I remember that woman. Man, there's some. I'm not read all these, man. There's some weird fucking views on Kingston, but again, we're probably the same. This is just dictation of our podcast.
I think we had. I don't know. I think our insight into it's a bit better because we're appreciative.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
I appreciate Moses. I think he's just like, he's just a landmark.
Oh yeah, Moses is like, I'm glad he's out and about a lot more now.
Yeah, because there was a bit of time where you just weren't too sure.
Yeah, he disappeared for ages. He came back. He's putting weight back on now. He's looking better. He doesn't. It was good. Look, for the last few times I've seen him, he's just kind of been sat there quietly. But recently, I've seen him back to his usual black. Very incoherent though. I'm not really picking up anything funny he's saying.
That's changed a little bit.
Yeah, he's not saying as much funny stuff. He is quite incoherent, like a bit more something. No, he just stands there saying what he's saying. This one, I think someone's written who it is a resident of Kingston, the way they've written it. We have some fucking excellent wanderers. There is a crazy Irish guy with a violin whose eyes don't point in the right direction. The blind guy that whistles by the Bental Centre. But most importantly is Moses. He dresses up in a different stuff each day, like full boxer's kit, scuba diving clothes, top hat and suits.
Yes.
He has dreadies. And although he may seem crazy at first, stop and have a chat. He's great. I know some people go in speedily to visit him and share a smoke.
It's true. It's very true. I've actually found Surbiton.
Have you?
Yeah, there's one. It was under Surrey. That's where you gone wrong, mate. See, that's what you done. You gone wrong there.
That is good.
Cringing cult of... This is a weird setup, isn't it?
Yeah.
All the bullet points, and you got to click on one, and then it's just more bullet points.
Mine don't have like that.
Eric Clapton went to Kingston College.
Well, that's a fun fact.
The late George Best, Saskia from Big Brother, Nasty Nick from EastEnders, Angelica from CBeebies, or whatever it is.
I've seen a fair few of those.
Or whatever it is. Live in Kingston.
I've seen a fair few of those. It's Surbiton based. Like George Best, I served when I worked at Summerfield.
Yeah,
I served. And who's the other one that somebody mentioned then?
Saskia from Big Brother.
I served her at Nat Jack's.
I always used to see her down Fife Road when I was on the fag break at Jessop's. Always saw her.
Yeah, Bubbles we served at Nat Jack's.
Yeah, I served him. I served him.
Nasty Nick from EastEnders, I'd see all the time in Surbiton. Always see him in Surbiton.
The late Rick Parfitt of Status Quo.
He
was
around.
Served
Him in Nat Jack's.
It also says here Bradley from S Club 7, Jacqueline Wilson, Molly from The Saturdays, Ethel from Worst Witch TV Show.
Wasn't the whole, I don't know the rumor true, but the rumor that Bradley from S Club 7 used to work in the KFC in Kingston.
I think that was one of the many that went around. Yeah. It just says here as well, Prime Eval was filmed in Bental's in Kingston and John Lewis.
I saw that. And actually Rotunda as well, that episode.
And then Max Beasley came into Waitrose in Surbiton.
Ooh.
This is just celebrity sightings in Surbiton.
Yeah, is this all this it? Wow.
Janine from EastEnders in Topshop.
Oh yeah, I've seen her. Me and Ed sat
Max Clifford.
Me and Ed sat by a table at the Grove. Janine from EastEnders. Yeah,
she's apparently a cunt.
We exchanged some pleasantries. Hello, when that kid kept coming over to our table. She seemed alright.
He's like, why don't you fuck off?
She seemed alright.
Hey, that couple who always sing Motown classics, Elton John anthems and the like, were on that Michael Barrymore show where people had to name tunes and stuff. The resident Peruvian band, as seen on the Far Show, that play outside Bental Centre, apparently called Cats Have Teeth.
I never really thought about what the name was.
No, that one I don't remember asking.
I've never even thought, and I had CDs and shit there.
The Peruvian band on the Far Show were modelled on the one in Kingston. Kingston has a lot of buskers and street entertainers. There is a young couple, though, who often grace Kingston with their singing, and they are really good. Lots. I'm going to steal the balloon guy's balloons.
Oh, the balloon guy. He's been there fucking years, the balloon guy.
Is he still there?
I saw him not long ago.
Fucking hell.
I always wonder how hard it must be for him to get the balloon they've picked, because he's just holding hundreds of them.
Yeah, it's true.
Like hundreds of them. Like, it'd fuck you up, man, if you've got the wrong... Oh, you want this one in the middle? Oh, shit, shit. Oh, they've all gone away.
Oh, okay, so this is Buskers and street entertainers for Surbiton.
Oh, okay.
Richard, a totally harmless guy who used to frequent the train station but got banned due to complaints from local NIMBYs.
What?
I don't know. It says NIMBYs. NIMBYS.
We got a racist check? Racist!
It got banned due to complaints from the local NIMBYs. For fuck's sake, this guy may smell, but at least he doesn't beg and harass people. Who is the man who wears leery trousers and a mullet?
Wow.
Have seen fashion model Lindsay Tunbridge and the White Horse Inn several times. I believe that having been a successful female art model, she now works in HR.
I remember seeing one of the guy that looked like Shrek from Hearsay doing the charity collecting in Kingston High Street. You know, the ones that stop and talk to you and get you to sign up.
Yeah,
he was doing that.
That's crazy.
He was doing that. I was like, oh no, it's in Surbiton. So no, it's in Summerfield. We just saw him out the window.
This is for Surbiton. There are no buskers or street entertainers. They go to Kingston. If they do that sort of thing in Surbiton, they will either starve or get shot.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think I've seen buskers in Surbiton.
They're going to get shot with a musket.
No one's mentioned Bewitched for celebrity sightings yet. Fuck, I see him all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell, to be honest. I'd probably just end up shouting cause at them.
There was one of them that lived in Surbiton and married to one of the guys from 911. Do you remember 911?
Oh, God.
Got my body shaking, ooh, and shivers down my spine. Probably the wrong theme, but I swear that was them.
Oh.
They used to come in Summerfield as a couple. I used to surf them.
Really?
Yeah.
Fair play.
Yes. My little celebrity spotting when I was in Summerfield.
I surfed Jamie T once. I've talked about that before. It's boring.
I remember Roots Beluga came in Natjacks once.
When did he leave?
That was badass.
He left 2 weeks later.
He's still there.
Took a wage packet.
Yeah, he's on the road now.
Nice guy.
Is that what you got for Surbiton?
Yeah. Just that's buskers and street entertainers.
'Cause there's no
I just don't
buskers
really
there.
like. I don't really like the other. I don't know. I just don't feel like the maybe pubs. Let's see what the pubs are saying.
Oh, we've been giving them great
Oh, here we go.
press on here, talking about all the shit that goes on there. Surefire entertainment come to a Kingston pub.
Pop into the brave new world on Berrylands Road,
I've
off
been
the
there.
Yule Road. Great lively atmosphere and friendly staff.
Yeah, I went for a Fez drink in there when I was seeing a girl that lived by it.
Yeah.
Jay used to work there back in the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Coronation Hall is excellent.
Oh yes, the Surbiton Weatherspoons.
Yeah, Coronation Hall is excellent, though Friday nights, etc., can get a little bit claustrophobic, shall we say. The price of a success, eh? And if you see a girl there who's togged up for a Sex in the City fancy dress party, it's how she really dresses. Don't be unkind. Oh, dear.
You know what buskers I don't like?
Which ones?
The ones that are like buskers, they're street entertainers. The ones that just fucking are statues.
Ah, well, like the freezy people.
Yeah, but now they've got like they've got up their game a bit. They've got it so that they're like Yoda, but they're hovering in the air. 'Cause they've always got a pole who obviously hidden somewhere. They're stood on some sort of like setup, but it looks like they're levitating. They're all in London, man. All in London. Because I suppose when you think of like street performers and stuff in London, it's Covent Garden. There's the huge.
No,
place for it.
I think by the London Eye.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, a lot going on
South
there.
Bank
But
and shit.
the original old one was like
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
Covent Garden. Actually, still here.
Do you ever remember, or did you ever go into, you know, that little section that's like downstairs, and it's all like an open top sort of seating area? I think
What,
it's like
the
a
pub?
cafe.
What, in,
no, not
where?
Covent Garden, slap bang in the middle of Covent Garden.
Oh, right, okay.
And there used to be this place that you could go into, and it was all these hand
I know what you
maneuvering,
mean. Yeah,
like
the wooden
hand
things.
moving, like
Yeah.
weird things, and like there was one outside, and you put a quid in, you had to put your hand in, and it's like this dog came down, and then it started like its tongue started like dribbling all over you. You had to hold your hand in there the longest. It
Ugh.
was fucking rank. You're just like, ugh,
Was
no
it a
way.
real dog?
It was not a real
Oh,
dog.
right.
It was like one of these mechanical sort of
That's
things.
dangerous. So Covent Garden was the original main place for street performers.
Yeah.
The first record of a street performer in Covent Garden
Your mum.
is in 1662.
Sorry, Mrs. Armstrong. I really am sorry.
1662, and it was a show featuring a character named Punch.
Oh, we have a female cohort.
Because the pub right by there, the Punch and Judy.
Yes.
That pub's alright, but when you sit outside up top, that's when they come upstairs and they want you to give money because you've been watching the
fuck
show.
off, no way.
You've been watching the show from the top.
Who says you've been watching the show?
Oh,
Where's this
Yeah, it
proof?
doesn't matter because you're out there. So it's the privilege for the balconies that you see the entertainment. I'm just worried I don't want to be pulled out into the
But
crowd.
like, sorry, mate, I wasn't paying attention.
I just don't get pulled out the crowd. Whenever they're like, we need a volunteer, they grab some kid. I was like, oh, thank fuck. And some random guy. I saw a guy completely fucking freak out once. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. She he, like pulled him out, and he was just like, no, man, like ran out. And he was like, oh, he's not doing it.
Oh, he's not doing it then. No, he's having a panic attack in the corner.
He's made a decision not to do that. Not to get involved. Oh dear. Could you busk?
What do I have to do?
I don't know. Like,
I'd feel like an idiot rapping.
Busk podcasts.
just sit down and have a
We just sit
conversation.
and have a conversation at Starbucks. Man, no one's going to say money yet. We've been talking for 4
People
hours.
just going walking past getting the best geese drops.
Yeah. Right, and into the gossip magazine.
Yeah. I think if I could actually like play the guitar or something like that, I might maybe.
I see a lot of young kids do it now in Kingston.
These days, yeah.
Like really young kids. There was like a mum there who obviously was like in the crowd watching, but it was literally like two kids, one playing the violin and one singing. They were shit. Like they were shit. Because
Violin's tough, man.
Because they were young. They were really little when they were doing it, and all fucking money was raining.
Oh, I
bet the mum was just like, yes.
She's like, this is going to go viral. This is going to go fucking viral.
The worst one which was not cool to see. We were in Vegas, and we saw a busker, and we were street entertainer, and it was like a young kid dressed quite shitly as Michael Jackson, but he was young, and he was just dancing to Michael Jackson. Not even that well. Like, but dance Michael Jackson.
Did he moonwalk over and just like suck your dick $10?
But like around him was these big tonk black guys just watching him. And he kept being stopped. And they're like, no, carry on. And obviously they were making him do it. And like this random like fucking dickhead white guy came up with his fucking selfie stick. And didn't take a selfie, just filmed the kid for ages, really close up, and then just walked off afterwards and didn't give any money. Like filmed for ages.
Yeah, man, that's because I've seen like things in like New York. They do. Especially in Times Square, like where all these people are like dressed up in costumes and shit like that, and if you want to take a photo, they'll just be like, oh, like that's give me a couple of dollars or whatever, and like that's the kind of scenario.
It's like $5 or $10 for a photo with him, isn't it?
Yeah, and it was the same. It's the same sort of element, I guess. Really, I mean, it's if you at least, what's the etiquette in the sense of how long do you have to watch before like it gets to a point where you have to simply give them money?
I think watching, if you're in a big crowd, it's fine. If you're there close up for a while,
do you ever give money to buskers?
Money. Yeah, sometimes I do.
Really. If my headphones aren't on, I'm walking through the high street.
Sometimes I do.
If something catches me, I'll
never 1p. I gave a busker 1p once, and he threw it back at me.
Yeah, fair play.
Like threw it at me.
You cheap cunt.
Yeah, well, that's all I had. It's all I had. I literally had no money on.
I literally just gave you the last penny I had.
Exactly. But yeah, sometimes I'll give. Like, a lot of musicians sometimes. Like, it's pretty cool with some money.
Yeah.
They'll say there's a lot of kids in Kingston. They're not great, just they're kids, but they do like Oasis sort of songs.
Yeah.
But they're just like, wow.
I saw, there's some really indie looking kids that I know. Like, I think Reese has sort of said, like, oh yeah, they come down like and play here afterwards and stuff like that. But I always see this like group of teens, and it's always like one kid playing guitar, and I don't even
hanging
think,
out.
Yeah, they're just hanging out, and I just say that's just being a dick. Like, listen to me, play music.
I used to hate it when I worked in Hugo Boss, and we were on the main high street of Kingston, and mate, every Saturday there would be someone outside,
Prime,
and it would be so fucking
prime
loud.
spot.
There was
right next to that jewelry place, isn't it?
There was like a Christian hip hop group out there once, and they were there all day, mate. They were rapping to like the Jurassic Park theme, like, and they were there all, mate, upstairs. It was like we were in a club. It was so huge fucking speaker set, mate, all day. It was fucking insane.
Yeah.
Customers coming in and complaining. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to do.
Do you wanna know how to make any music genre worse? Add the word Christian to it.
Yeah, exactly. yeah.
You instantly just feel like, oh, so he's just going to talk about God a lot.
It'd always be in that time, in the heights of like when you like started earning your own money, and you got into your music, and you just go buy CDs from HMV.
Yeah.
And you'd be looking in like Kerrang, whatever, to see what other bands and shit there were. And then there was that phase where it was loads of Christian rock bands. It was like when Creed and Alter Bridge around that time. But then loads more came flooding
POD
in.
and shit.
Yeah, loads more came flooding in as well.
Yeah, I remember that.
But they were still like heavy new metal, but they were just fucking Christian rock.
But there were some that were just like, it wasn't really this thing until like, because it's really just, it's magazines that do it. And where they're just like Christian post-hardcore death punk band, and it's just like, well, that sounds shit even without the Christian.
Kerrang were terrible.
Yeah.
Kerrang had to give every band a ridiculous category. Like, I remember fucking not Kill Switch Engage. Fucking what this fucking name? Oh,
They always used like words
Dillinger
like
Escape Plan.
Titans.
Dillinger Escape Plan. They fucking described them as something ridiculous. This ridiculous word like rock power jazz.
Oh
I was
god,
like, what
yeah.
the fuck are you
That
talking
really
about?
actually, you know what? That really put me off even giving Dillinger Escape Plan a chance.
What did you want?
Apparently, I'm not going to give
Dillinger
it.
Escape Plan. It's like having a stroke. Dillinger Escape Plan.
Dillinger Escape Plan. Is my face all right?
So, yeah, it looks alright. I can only see the left side.
Do I need
That's
to?
what it usually is, dripping off your shoulder.
Do I need to call Frank? Wait, no, that's the
That's
drug.
the drugs thing, yeah. What
was the- what
that's
was
when
it?
you want advice on drugs.
I could smell toast. That was one of the things. If you
Oh,
can
yeah,
smell
yeah.
toast, you're having a stroke. Who decides that?
No, I always see the posters for like stroke awareness.
Smell toast?
in,
It's either one or two
on
things.
the train.
You're having toast or you're having a
Always on the
stroke.
train. Right, yeah. I didn't mind it. Actually, I said I didn't mind it in Escape Plan. I think I actually always hated them. Really.
I know. I remember seeing like a.
I saw them live a couple of times.
You see him at Reading where they threw that bag of shit in the
Yeah.
crowd.
He pushed a speaker over as well, man.
Fair play.
Like into the crowd. It was fucking. He threw a stool in there.
Madness.
I was like, this is outrageous behaviour.
I love it. I'm going to go home and do this.
I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna go to my
I'm gonna
tent
go-
and throw my bag.
Where's my
Anger.
shit bag?
Anger, yeah.
Who's taking my shit bag?
But yeah, they had to always give ridiculous categories for all these for bands. It was never just rock band or just band.
Matt, when Matt was over at Ed's the other day for his birthday.
We went to Ed's flat for his birthday the other evening.
Oh yeah, fucking great fun.
Good fun, yeah,
Loads
yeah.
happened. It was brilliant.
And strange enough, being a Serbian and we were three floors up, still had a crackhead situation arise. They still
Yeah,
found
so
us.
like there's reason we have reason to believe that possibly some crackheads tried to throw something through Ed's window. It's,
like 3 floors up.
Yeah,
I think this
Don't
one.
get me wrong, great
I
shot.
think this wanted to be let in. I think they were just trying to let us in.
mate.
I think they just wanted to come into the party. They could just hear it and see if the
Well,
windows.
they can go and fuck themselves
were
royally,
free for
can't
time.
they?
What were you about to say about Matt? You said that Matt was at Ed's.
Yeah, we were talking about Reading Festival, and he reminded me of one of a very old Geezedropping. We were walking past, like, you know, like the pathways, and there's always like tents camped right on the pathway, which
Yeah.
is always a shitty place to be because you know someone's going to fall on your tent at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, yeah.
We're walking past this campsite, and we hear this. We hear this girl just shout, like, inside her tent, "Get out of my tent!" And the guy just shouts back, "Get out of my life!" And we heard it so well that like 10 of us just broke out laughing. I think I've already told this story.
You might have.
Fuck it.
I've definitely
Sometimes
retold
I feel
stories.
like we just sound like we've got Alzheimer's and we just fucking forget what stories we've covered.
Well, we don't sit and listen to our own episodes all day, every day. So we've done a fair few episodes now. We're bound to forget something.
50, was it 7?
So I don't know which order they're going to come out in, but yeah.
No, 57.
Yeah.
Or who cares?
56 was the last one that. This will be
And
57.
I'm just like, who cares?
This will be 57. Yeah,
Fuck it.
yeah. This will be next 57.
Oh man, on our way to 100.
57, man. It's that song from fucking. Isn't it the song from Biffy Clyro?
What's that?
57. That was a cool
Oh
song.
yeah, I remember
That
that.
was a great song. Saw them at Reading. Yeah, we don't remember the lyrics. And over.
Hey.
And the drummer like sang that bit, didn't he? The high.
Yeah, they all did. I think that was one of the things I liked about Biffy Clyro is that they all
took part.
But it wasn't just like backing vocals. It was, what's that song, Just Boy?
Oh yeah.
That's the bit at the end of that is all three of them like harmonizing, doing different stuff, and it's really fucking cool, man. Like, I like it. It's
They're
great.
still going. Biffy. Are they playing
Yeah, they're
Kingston
fucking
long ago?
huge, mate.
I don't know. I know they're huge, but like I don't really pay attention anymore.
Nah, I think
I might revisit an old album of theirs soon.
I got Opposites. That was the last one that I got.
I don't think I've got one since Puzzle.
Puzzle was great.
And when
Puzzle-
me, Lizzie, and Dan did like the drive through Europe, and the iPod like thing didn't work,
Yeah.
and we only had like fucking 8 CDs. One of them was Puzzle.
Mate,
And
such a good album.
And we played it fucking loads. We played that album. I had that one and the one afterwards. There were bubbles on it. Was that Opposites? No.
I think is that the one with like the bendy tree?
And
No, wait, hang on. No, what was the one
There was
afterwards?
one
Because it had
straight off
the
Puzzle.
captain.
Yeah, it had that one on it. Yeah, that album.
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
Woo! Dun, dun. So I had Puzzle and that album.
That's cool.
But
Yeah,
we
no, I
mainly
like
listened to
those two.
Puzzle.
Those two I really, really liked. I think that like at the time I just joined my current job, which I fucking quit.
Yes. Just bags of water.
Yeah. I've done my time, man. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be unemployed and I'm going to be getting another job and I'm going to be happier. That's the way my life's going to go.
You heard it here first, unless you already know Joe.
Yeah. I can't even remember what I was going to say now.
No,
When I started my current job, one that they have always like the CD that plays, and one of the songs was Biffy Clyro, which was, I think, what was that? It was that Many a Horror.
Oh yeah.
The one that fucking dude from X Factor covered and shit. And that was that was pretty cool. I really like that, and that kind of got me into like, because I wasn't too sure about what I'd heard already, like. And that kind of like, I heard that one and I was like, that sounds kind of cool. I'll check it out. And then it was around the time.
How do they dress?
Yeah. I wonder what they look like.
Which clothing do I have to wear to like this band?
Whose dick you got to suck to be a Beef Guy fan?
I miss an old mate of mine, Tom. I'd see him. He always used to dress like Chandler from Friends. Like,
did he have like the jumper waistcoat?
He always wore like a jumper, like a V-neck with a t-shirt underneath.
You know what? If that comes back, because you know how like 90s is the big look right now. If that look comes back, the Chandler Bing look, like...
But he dressed like that.
I might quit.
He dressed like that, and I'd be like, okay, cool.
But if it was in the 90s, that's all right.
It wasn't. It was like early 2000s, but he dressed like it for ages. And then he suddenly like really got into like the Strokes. And I was like, cool. I bumped into him a few months later, and he was in like...
On heroin?
Tight, like ripped up baggy jeans.
Winkle pickers.
He had a long sleeve t-shirt that was like black and white stripes. And his hair was all flat. When he used to be blonde and still like tint in his hair. This time it was like down and flat and dyed black. And he was like, oh yeah, how you do, man? And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck happened to you?
Who are you, Dolphin?
I was like, you look completely fucking different. And he's like, oh no. I was like,
yeah, I listened to the Strokes once.
Bumped into him again I reckon weeks later, back to looking exactly how he did before. And that's how it stayed. It's like this one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying something new. I didn't like it.
Didn't like it. Just had one song. Every time I hear a song of a band, we're just like them now.
I heard Reptilia.
We should probably head to a segment now because we are well in.
Yeah, we're well deep. Balls deep.
We are well deep.
I've got a beer in the fucking bonnet for you.
Shut up!
It is a bee in the bonnet. It's via someone else. My friend and good listener. That's wrong. My good friend and listener.
my friend and a good listener.
My friend.
She listens to me all the time.
She is a good listener. She's very good. She's very knowledgeable.
Are we talking about Lucy?
Yeah.
Thank God. If you'd been like, no, Karina, I'd be like, fuck.
It's just like, what?
I'm not a good listener?
It was when it was really, 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 really hot. She had to get like she's works up in London, so she has to get the train up, and it's just like
yeah.
It's even I've experienced it to an extent.
Yeah,
it's
likewise.
fucking horrible. But she sent me this. It was around the time of Ascot, the race day.
Yes, of course.
Ascot racecourse, all that shit. I've just got to find it now.
Hope everyone enjoyed Ascot.
She's telling me all about Love Island at the moment.
Oh, of course, yeah.
That's fucking massive.
Yeah, it's
what's
weird.
happened
This
there?
one's really popular, isn't it?
Let's talk about that.
This one's really popular.
All right. Oh, yeah. So this was an actual scenario that happened to her while she was on one of her many commutes.
Yes.
On Friday, I was at Waterloo, and this guy had obviously been to Ascot, and he looked a bit peaky. I said, do you want some water? I gave him my water, and he looked me dead in the eyes and poured the entire thing on the floor.
What a prick.
What a fucking dickhole.
What a prick.
Right?
I'm precious about my water, man.
I know you are.
I left my bottle at home today when I came here.
I
got near your house. I was like, fuck, I haven't got... I know he's got water there, but when I leave, I need water. So I went to the shop. And
Greg, we all need water.
Even though I was right by your house, I purposely walked right past your house to go to the shop just to get a bottle of water. So I was like, I need a bottle of water with me.
I was infuriated by that afterwards.
It's like if someone did that to me, I don't know what.
It's just so pointless. I even wrote back. Hang on. I mentioned to her, just like, yeah, this is getting bee in the bonnet treatment. I was incensed with rage, and then I asked her if I'd used that word correctly. Yeah, like to behave like that much of a dickhead for no reason.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So dickheads that behave like dickheads for no reason.
For no reason.
Bee in the bonnet.
We just talked about
like,
it in the
and
episode.
You know what? Fuck that guy, man. Because that was like, this, as I said, it was around the time when it was like crazy hot. Like 32, 33.
Yeah, water's precious.
Yeah. And it's just, especially on fucking public transport. Jesus Christ. Sweatbox.
That is fucking horrible.
And just, like, that's just not necessary. Fucking, I hope he.
I
hope he
so fucking
ended
shocked.
up in hospital dehydrated.
Oh, I'm so fucking drunk. I could just. Oh, this lovely lady's offering me some water. Oh no, you know what'd be fucking funny if I just poured it on the floor. No one's watching it apart from me.
He forgot to Snapchat it.
Haha! Fuck you, friendly person. Haha!
Just toss, mate. Absolute fucking toss.
I'm the bad boy around here, didn't you know?
If he's out there, I hope you're fucking unhappy with everything. Just because if you'd had that water, everything would have been fine. Everything's been on the down since
Maybe
then.
never been hospital dehydrated that night.
That'd be great, wouldn't it? That'd be really good. Ultimate karma. But yeah, that's
Ultimate karma would be if you drowned in bottled water.
yeah. I think I probably would have reacted a lot better if I'd been. I've calmed down since that discussion, and I'm also quite high, so I'm finding it quite hard to be angry.
It's a dickhead thing to do, though. It really is. Anything like that.
Yeah.
Anything like that is a dickhead thing to do.
But let's go back to Love Island. What the fuck is going
I
on
don't know.
there?
I really don't know much about it. It's been a cloud in the sky to me, apart from everyone talking about it on Facebook.
I remember earlier before we started recording, and we were just sort of talking about just like, well, we've got. You were just like, I've got sort of ideas for this episode, and I was just like, right, what's happened this week? At not one point did you and me just go, Love Island.
Love Island.
How many times a week is it on?
Oh, I've no idea.
I swear it's fucking hell. Oh, yeah, it's all just fucking mate. I got one. I got a newspaper the other day. I've stopped buying the Sun just because
right.
it's got too much now.
Yeah.
They need. That's awful. And I picked up what I thought
I've
was
bought
the
paper in ages.
yeah right
Not for any reason, just because I haven't.
yeah. So I thought I was picking up the Mirror. Ended up picking up the Daily Star, and they even on that they advertise your number one paper for Love Island, not what's going on in Syria. We want to make sure you have all your news about Love Island.
I think the Mirror, the Sun. What was it? What was it? The Daily Star.
The
and
Daily
Love
Star
Island go hand in hand.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think they were the only other paper to
Well, Gaz
cover
talked
Big
about
Brother.
this, didn't he? Because he was saying how he knew someone from school who was on it, and he watched it.
Oh, fucking hell, you're right and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear there's a guy on it called Marcel.
Nice.
He used to be in Blazin Squad.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wow, he's doing well.
Right, the great thing is he's the only black one from Blazin Squad. I saw a meme the other day and it was just like, oh, Blazin Squad, which one were you? And then it just cuts to their promo picture. Their promo picture's hilarious, mate. They all look like a group of people they've just brought together. They look like the Suicide Squad, but like shabbier. You know, they've got no business being together.
Yeah, I remember him. I do remember him.
So funny,
Blazin
man.
Squad, that's so funny.
Fucking
They've only got
Blazin
away with that
Squad.
name. You trying to find this picture of him?
Fuck yeah,
That'd
dude.
be
We're going to
great.
laugh at this for like 8 hours. Oh, sorry, I spelt it wrong. I spelt it blazing and not blazin.
Oh man, that's not proper. Thought you were street.
I don't know what I am anymore, to be honest. Oh, look at the matching outfits.
High street.
The matching outfits. Burgundy was big that day. There's Marcel. Oh, the white. I can't find this. Where's this one shot? Like, because from what I can figure out as well is that like the girls in it are like in their 20s. This is a bold look. Remember when t-shirts with no sleeves were a thing?
Oh yeah.
Look how baggy their jeans
Yeah,
are, man.
that's cool.
That is amazing amount of bag. I would have killed for jeans like that. Look
Yeah,
at
look
that, where
at
it's
those.
baggy all the way up.
Yeah,
It
that's
doesn't just
cool.
all stick around your fucking shoes.
I quite like their outfit. That, I mean, he looks like a dick. The guy with his fucking sweatband and his fucking arm in his pocket.
Oh God, what, this one?
Yeah, him.
No, that's a watch, isn't it?
Yeah, is it a watch? That's even worse. It looks like a sweatband from here.
Oh, do you remember when wearing a sweatband on your forearm was a
I
thing?
wore one to the Dice Rollers gig, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
It was
and then it was
fucking
actually, but it was because it was fucking hot and you were wiping sweat off your face.
It was like a GB one, like for the Olympics.
Yeah.
Like I got it for free that day and just had it up my arm.
Yeah,
So
I do
using it
remember that.
I was sweating like a bitch.
Yeah. I think I mocked you.
quite- that was quite-
You until I nearly fucking had heat stroke.
That was quite handy actually. That
Yeah, I
thing.
bet.
Just wiping that across your forehead every once in a while was very handy because you taste sweat.
Wait, look at this! Look at this Ukrainian bouncer in the middle.
he looks like a fucking Russian house DJ.
These are my boys.
He was either producer or their dad. Just
I don't
fucking
know.
chopped one of
Yeah,
them
that's the
off.
guy having a midlife crisis right there.
I mean,
Fucking hell.
what did you do, day darling? Did you go to your IT job? No, I joined a pop group for some boys down the road called Blazin Squad. I think it's really going to take off.
When we were down the pub for Ed's birthday, and there's that poster of that band playing.
Oh
and
yeah,
it's
it's like a dad.
so like it's this band whose name I can't even remember, so I won't mention it. But their promo picture for this gig they're playing is them by what looks like the seaside huts in there, like old seaside huts, and they're all stood there, and it's your typical, all sort of standing in different fucking like section, and it's like two guys, a girl, and then like a 50-year-old man in this picture. And then we were trying to decipher as to if he was actually involved in the band or if he was just a stubborn old man who wasn't going to move out of the way of his little beach hut. And he was like, nah, can't have a beach. Nah, no, I'm in this picture if you want this. Like,
if you're not going to pay me to use this for this image, I'm going to be in it.
Like, really, sir, I'd rather pay you.
I expect to be tagged.
I'd rather pay you to not be here.
I might start a MySpace page so you can tag me in it. Oh, no. Instagram, mate.
Instagram.
It was a bad picture, dude. Very bad resolution.
So weird. I still want to know who he is in the band.
I reckon drummer. Or
I
bass
reckon.
player or drummer.
But then we weren't just like someone's dad. It's just someone's dad who manages the band. It's just like, I'm in it as well.
He's actually just looking for his dog. He's lost. He had his dog walking jacket on.
Oh man.
I have to find one, but I reckon it'll be time for agony aunt.
Oh yeah, you got one.
No.
Oh.
Excuse me, can I ask you a question? I don't want your advice. I don't want it. I don't need to listen to your talks. I don't want your advice. Just think you should marry the dog and be happy. I don't need to know what you have to say.
Disclaimer, do not take our advice. If you do, we'll not be held accountable for inedible heartbreak. Thank you. Now, it's a girl. I can't be asked to do a girl's voice because you all know I'll start it and I'll stop it as soon as you ask me a question.
You'll turn her into a cockney in about 3 sentences.
We usually do it, yeah, and then like one of us will interrupt, and then that's it. We always go back in about
your voices evolve. It all starts out girly, and then it sort of goes a bit Dot Cotton, and then it goes a bit like, oh, mate,
she's a Cockney geezer.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to do a softer version of my voice, so it's not go too far.
You've got so many personalities, Greg.
Like split. I had been having wonderful sex with a guy who came to do some work in the flat.
Brilliant. Already.
He made it clear he won't leave his wife, but he's so perfect for me, I can't help but dream. I'm 25 and have a good job in retail management. You don't.
You don't.
You definitely don't.
You definitely don't.
I
hope you've realised that by now.
I have my own flat in a smart part of town. Really, life should be pretty good, but I just don't want to be on my own. My flat is tiny and I need more storage space. My friend recommended this guy who could make built-in cupboards and shelves and make every inch count. Oh, hello, fuck, here we go.
Ding dong.
She promised he would do a good job, and she was right. Ooh, I was very impressed with his work.
Turned my arsehole inside out, he did.
Doubly impressed with his super fit body and lovely, warm smile.
Ugh.
He's 28. And asked about where I was working and what kind of music I liked. Yeah, smooth man, it's good work.
Smooth. Who says warm smile? It sounds horrible.
He was friendly and easy to talk to, and I felt myself falling for him. Later, he sent me a text to say where he'd be around to finish the job. Ooh, what did she do, do you reckon?
Hopefully, she responded like a professional and said, that sounds great. Oh, hang on, maybe not tomorrow. I think I have to work.
I sent him a jokey reply, and he sent me a flirty text back.
Oh, did you get a warning before you received the text? Warning, this next text is flirtatious.
Flirtatious.
Please don't read any more into it.
He said he had something to show me. Guess what it was?
Dick pic.
We had sex in my bed, the best of my life.
Was that right?
Okay, well, she didn't say.
She didn't say. She just skipped on to the next bit.
Next time he came round to my flat, I was sure we were going to have some fun. We did. We had sex in my bed, the best of my life. That happened again a few times, and it was brilliant. He finished all the work that I asked him to do, but now I thought of more work I want done. We're swapping hot texts every day, and I can't let him out of my life. You're just going to keep hiring him.
Wait,
you're amazing. You're going to fund this whole company.
What is she now talking about work-wise? Is she talking about him fucking getting up in her guts?
No, she's obviously paying jobs around the house.
That's ridiculous. Why? Just tell him I like banging you, but I don't really need your services anymore.
He told me his values are He told me his values are marriage and work. I do respect that. He's banging you, by the way. But I feel that he really wants more from life. I don't want to get hurt, but I can't let him go. So she's banging a guy that's built cupboards. She's fallen for him. She doesn't want to be alone. She said that.
Yeah.
She best
To be
sex,
fair, to be 25 and worrying about that is not something you need to be worrying about.
best sex of her life, and she's banging him. Now the job's finished, and he's gone. He's gone off. So
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh, I can get more work done now." So she's just paying him to come around and fuck her.
Yeah.
And swap flirty texts. He's now told her
He's basically a prostitute.
He's now said he values his marriage, which he obviously doesn't.
He's gone from carpentry to prostitution.
Like that, yeah, but he's getting loads of work. He's getting paid
Getting
for
load
it.
of work in.
Say,
I can't look at this girl anymore.
He's probably
she is
like,
fucking ugly.
Joe has a paused video on his laptop of
We were
Blazin
watching.
Squad.
We had an interlude and we watched some Blazing Squad. It's terrible.
It's really bad. The video of the Crossroads is incredible. It's like it was filmed, not even on the. It's like it was filmed on a talk boy.
It looks
and that's
like,
not even a camera.
and it looks like they use the same bridge from Speed.
which they haven't. They
Yeah,
don't have the budget for that.
It's probably just in like Cardiff or something. I don't know.
I think she should stop paying this guy to come around. And fuck her. Because he ain't gonna leave his wife for you. He's always said that.
Yeah, he's
Got
made that
kids and
abundantly
shit.
clear.
Got wife
Doesn't
and
matter.
kids.
Doesn't matter what you put out for. He ain't leaving his
Yeah,
wife.
he's just banging you.
You're just going to be the silly
Having a
girl
great
that
time banging you. So
does everything you ask.
You either let that carry on till he stops, or
And even if he tells you that he's going to leave his wife, he's not going to leave his
yeah,
wife.
and if he does, he will leave you for his wife.
Yeah.
To go back.
Not going to happen.
No.
Once a cheater, always a cheater.
Which isn't unfair. I suppose that is unfair, but the trust is broken.
No, she's just a stupid bitch who's
True.
like hung up.
Yeah. Oh, I need the windows cleaned. I'm not window cleaner. You can do it for me though. Oh, here's a flirty text. Fuck me.
Yeah.
I think I heard a
Or
noise
she's
in
just
the loft.
like, well, I gave him my absolute treasure. I let him put his penis inside my vagina.
We're married
clearly-
now, in my head.
Clearly, he must be attracted to me if
Loves
he's willing
me.
to put his penis inside my
Yes, he
vagina.
does love me dearly, like his mother.
Yes. Incest.
She,
That was creepy.
yeah, she needs to back off from this one.
Yeah, she needs to fucking
She
get
needs
out
to
there.
she needs to fucking get another builder in at least.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a metaphor or not.
Broaden your horizons. You use fucking trade in fucking check.com to fucking
Yeah,
just
get
look at
someone
local
to-
businesses.
I
You're
don't
like,
know,
oh,
get
looks
like
nice.
a plumber or
You
something.
use DIY service websites for your fucking dating agency.
Hello.
Fancy a shag who we got
I
here?
wonder how common that is
Oh, I like
in
George,
the trade.
the plumber from Feltham. He ain't come around to do some plumbing for me.
In the trade business, I wonder how common that shit is.
I remember seeing a.
I want there to be a website similar to
It must
nowhere, nowhere guide, and I want it just to be like anonymous men of trade telling just like I don't got.
I remember
blowjob,
there was
man.
like a BBC fucking documentary show following a builder around, and they asked him. They asked him that question. He was like, "Yeah, a couple of times." He's like, "I'd be working in the garden, and the wife would come out and be like, oh, my husband's gone." And he was like, "Okay, cool." And he was like a fat, ugly guy.
Yeah.
And then she'd be like, "Oh, do you want anything?" And he'll be like, "No, I'm fine." She's like, "No, that's not what I mean." Like, and he was like, and I was like, "Oh God, here we go again!" Like,
And just on the TV show, just bullshit flashes up on the screen.
I think it's just the link, to the, I'm here to fix it. Here to do the plumbing.
It's
I'm here to fix
the
printer.
porno classic, isn't it?
This is a porn scenario.
Yeah.
That's what it plays in as a porn scenario.
Fair play.
So it's an erotic foreplay dance.
Yes.
Amongst tradesman and customer
And now we dance the dance.
of trade.
Now we dance the dance of trade. I'm looking to trade.
Like a computer game. Do you trade?
He turns up and knocks on the door, and that's his. He's not like I'm here to fix the pipes. He just goes, I'm looking to trade.
I'm a busker. I'm a busker. I'm a plumber, I meant to say. I'm a plumber. Do you have anything to trade for my plumbing services? Whew. Yes.
Greg, I won't roleplay with
Come
you again.
inside and root me. Come inside and fix my plumbing. I'm 55, don't you know?
I always like the was it that in that Father Ted episode where Dougal becomes the milkman.
Oh, yeah, Speed Free. Such a good episode.
Pat Mustard's been banging all the women, and so like Dougal
Got
turns up and they're all
moustaches.
like naked and shit. Mate,
Oh, yeah.
so funny, and he just doesn't.
She was in the nip.
doesn't get it until the end of the episode. Love it. Spoiler.
She should get. I reckon she should get a new builder. You just now use
If
the
she's
local
no, but
trading websites
is she
as a
just
dating
is she
agency.
just going around like breaking shit and just be like, oh, better call him?
No, I think she's just thinking of more things him to build.
How many cupboards does she need?
She's probably got fucking a whole room of them. Just a whole room of.
Is it
wooden
just
stools and
specifically
chairs.
cupboard making, or is it
John
just general
Travolta in
carpentry?
Phenomenon, just got a room of chairs that he doesn't do anything with.
That'd be cool. I'm down with that. Oh, can I
Welcome
also just
to
whilst
my room of chairs. Nowhere to sit though because they're stacked.
whilst on the topic of our favourite TV actors, I just want to give big thanks to everyone that tagged me in that picture of Nicolas Cage that went around on Facebook and Instagram. I got tagged in that 3 times. It was brilliant. Yeah, my knowledge is.
Welcome to my sloth world.
Oh yes, but I don't fear Nicolas Cage.
Constantly tagged in pictures of sloths.
This is why I don't tell people my ridiculous fear, because then I'm going to start getting tagged in it.
Yeah, it's true. You can never escape it.
Yeah, and it's not even the spider fear. I've talked about that before. I hate spiders, but I don't I don't someone can tag me in a picture, and I'll just be like, well, I've looked at that, and it's just got, but I'm not freaking out. Whereas the other thing, which I'm refused to fucking talk about, but you know what it is.
Yeah. Yes.
I know
he has talked about it on the show before, just so you know.
Don't fucking say that, because we've got new listeners. They're going through right now. They're going through the archives. Shout outs to the new listeners.
Yes, everyone new listeners
in the secret society. Not the Illuminati.
No, he's ridiculous.
They don't want us.
What the hell were you talking about?
I don't know.
That's the spiders.
Tagging spiders.
What made me think? Did you see on Facebook when they had the fake spider run on the screen?
Oh yeah.
Did you see that?
There was someone on a I don't know if it was the old Surbiton group, but someone's profile picture was just a hair, on a white background, and I thought there was a hair on my screen for the longest time, and I was just like, "You're a cunt." I've just been scratching my screen.
I got back, I think, from here or Ed's, and I was late. I was tired. I was in bed, and I was scrolling through my phone, just lying in bed, kind of dozing off. And as I was kind of dozing off, I saw a spider run across my screen, and I fucking shit it. And I was like, what the fuck was that? And I saw another one run across the corner. I'm like, Jesus! And I'm looking around my house. Then it ran across again, and I was like, fuck, it's not... What the fuck? It's not... It's on the...
You don't need that at 1 a.m.
Mate, it really fucking threw me. It looked like a spider was running around on my screen. It was so well done, over... Then I realised all the posts behind the spider were fake. And I was like, God. Clever, fucking clever.
Well played. Well played.
I thought it was very clever of them.
Yes, I like what they did there.
Yes, got me scared.
Yeah.
Startled me. But yeah, she should carry on banging other builders, as I said 3 times.
No,
now.
she should just go and get a normal bloke. Or if she's into the trade shit, just go out of the pub on a Friday night and there's
go to
builders and men of carpentry and everything. They're all there. They may not be dressed in their particular attires of their said profession.
That,
maybe it's the attire.
Maybe. Uniforms.com, which isn't really just for uniforms, apparently, someone told me.
What?
You know, that advert's been going for years.
Uniforms.com. But you can get uniforms. School uniforms?
My friend was on it, and I was like, so what? That's what she's like, no, it's not just uniforms, it's just everyone's normal. That's just clothes. Just plays on it being uniform.com, people working in professions in their uniforms for their dating app.
What do you think's the most unsexy uniform? To sex up. So you got your schoolgirls, your nurses, your firemen.
What do you Sainsbury's. You
could have just said supermarket. Specifically Sainsbury's. That doesn't get you.
Other supermarkets.
That doesn't get you horny.
Probably worse ones than that.
When you're walking around. When you walk around Sainsbury's, you just walk around just ugh, you just sicken me.
When I first started working at Summerfield, and it was the school toothpaste dresses for girls. It was fucking hideous.
I had it. No, fishmonger. But out on the boats. Out on the boats, fucking trawlermen. I don't know, actually. No, hang on. Maybe if they were just wearing the plastic trousers. With the braces over their boobs. Yep. No, that's back in the good pile.
Yeah, he's in. He's back in.
He's in.
Wow, digressed again.
I do it. It's what I do.
We need to give some advice.
I'm the man of distraction.
Again, I'm giving advice that encourages her to do this.
Yeah, no, you keep selling her. You keep saying that she should bang other men of profession. I'm saying if she's just making up these things that need building or fixing, or if she's walking around her fucking just booting in her wall and just be like, well, that needs plastering. I'll call matey boy.
Yeah, I'll call my fuck buddy.
He'll come around with his MDF
and he'll fuck me.
Massive dick for.
I left him a great review on Google.
I liked his business page on Facebook.
What more can I do?
I don't think she needs to be like paying out money for their services, which is not actually their services, and it's just banging them.
Yeah, just look, she just bang.
She should just go and find a fucking dude. She's 25. It's not the end of her life.
Working retail management, you must meet loads of people.
Oh God.
Don't date your staff though.
Terrible people.
You know.
Don't date your staff. Yeah, never done it.
No.
Done it once, regretted it.
I mean, I did marry.
Not my staff. I worked with her.
I have married someone that I worked with.
Yeah. Oh, fair play.
Yeah, that happens.
Worked out for the good, didn't
But
it?
I don't encourage it. It wasn't a manager and a sales assistant situation, so it's okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't. No, that feels creepy.
Anyway, so yeah, Joe says find a dude.
Just
I'm
find
saying
a
bang
regular.
people,
Just
so
go
I think
out. You don't have to like.
It is good advice, but it is good advice. I mean, it's,
just go out with your mates and just like don't go looking for it. It will come and find you. You know what I mean?
That mean you're looking for it now.
Yeah.
And when you're sent, I've read your agony aunt now.
Play it cool, Trig. Play it cool.
Boom. All right, I guess that brings us to a close of All Seeing Guys. That was a mishmash episode, wasn't it? We kind of went all over
there wasn't even.
It's
There
like we
wasn't
were
even
writing
any
one of
news
those vibrating
stories.
wiggly pens. Like
There was no news. I think that was unplanned.
yeah, pretty much.
There was some suggestions of plannage.
Yeah, there was. So it's half unplanned.
Yeah,
It's
I enjoyed myself.
Unpal. I had a thoroughly good time actually. I thoroughly
Excellent.
enjoyed that.
What's coming up next?
I have no idea.
All right.
Another episode.
Yes.
I have been Greg, scared of spiders on screens. Armstrong.
Well, hang on a minute there.
Yeah, I just have to actually yours. I should know.
Let's just give a shout outs to all the listeners out there.
Shout out to all the listeners. We were shouting out the
We
listeners.
didn't do anything. We haven't even advertised ourselves. You just like, let's end this.
We don't usually though.
Yeah, just like, go on the Facebook page. And
Go on
like,
the Facebook page.
Greg's on Twitter. We're both on Instagram. Like, go on. You can download us on iTunes and Libsyn and Stitcher and all that shit. SoundCloud's still going. Can you believe
SoundCloud
it?
is still going. Yeah, it has. We don't get many hits on SoundCloud, but it's still
but you know what
going.
else is on there? Dice Rollers. That's us.
That is on there.
Loads of that. You know who else is on there? Apollo Kid. He's our friend. He's called Pete. He's really nice.
That should be Pete's CV for future.
Just that.
that quote with
yeah.
just Joe underneath, and in brackets, All Seeing Guys.
Sick. And Dice Rollers.
We'll happily sell quotes for your CVs, or we could sell you comedy Facebook statuses you can't think of.
That's it. That's money making right there.
I want to be more funny.
We'll have a start up in a month's time.
I want to be really funny. To just hire Greg and Joe for a week to just write really obscure random statuses.
Half the time you'll just be texting me, telling me to wake up.
Sorry, to sleep.
Again. I'm getting good at that.
Yeah. Good to sleep.
Scary.
You're going to have time to sleep soon. It's going to be good.
It's fucking scary.
Oh shit! I unplugged the thing.
Oh, tits all over my arse.
Right. Well,
I've been tits all over my arse, Joe Jackson.
Oh, and I've been watching from the corner, Armstrong. Didn't even say Greg Armstrong.
Not even.
Walking from the corner,
Armstrong.
Armstrong. Always watching.
The All Seeing Guys podcast is part of Podnose, the UK's leading independent entertainment podcasting network. For episode archives of the All Seeing Guys and all of the shows on the network, visit us at www.podnose.com. You can also follow us on Twitter via @podnose or send us an email via admin@podnose.com.